skip ahead on my list because you mentioned ego.
Yeah.
And one of the things I think that can really help you as a small business owner is knowing how, and maybe more importantly, when to dial your ego up and down. And I think that's a good example is that you know, I'm always loud and I'm talking and I'm creating this story. And I think half the time I'm convincing myself at the same time I'm trying to convince, my customers, my employees, how this kind of thing. But you also need to be able to dial it way down when you need to. If you made a mistake, I'm sorry, this kind of thing. And there are folks, maybe a salesperson personality that maybe, never dials it down. And I think that's a tough one. Maybe you can be a salesperson all the time, but if you're always selling and never connecting and, dialing your ego, learning how to control that is very important.
In the music business, we call that LSD, lead singer disease.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, the lead singer of a band, when they are on stage being a lead singer, needs to be on. And in that egotistical, confident belief, sometimes false
greatest of all time, right?
belief, right? And I've had the pleasure of not just getting to know, but even playing on stage with a guy named Gary Cherone, who's the lead singer of a band called Extreme, and he was one of the lead singers of Van Halen for a short period of time. Yep, and he is the most humble guy off stage, which is where I met him. He would come to some gigs of mine. It was a long story, but anyway, and really like nice, soft spoken, very kind, super polite, all of that stuff. And then the moment he stepped on stage with me for the first time, it was like, oh my goodness, now he's a different person. Like in the right way. I mean, it was like, hold on to the reins because this horse is about to go, and it was awesome. But and then when he gets off stage, he's like, oh yeah, it was so much fun. Thanks for having me come up. Thanks for letting me sit in. It's like, you're Gary Cherone. Like,